you dey buy fake product, make you dey careful, no go damage your life. You've got one life to live.
Buy original.
You should know where to go. Na SON. Don't touch, don't touch.
It's fake.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It's bad.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It hurts.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It destroys.
Don't touch, don't touch.
It kills.
You should know where to go. Na SON.
Nations the world over are still battling the dreaded COVID-19, with health and medical experts coming up with vaccines to tackle the menace to contain the spread of the virus. Back home, efforts are also in top gear to sensitize more people on the dangers of the coronavirus, with emphasis on the need for citizens to observe the various health and safety protocols to stay safe. So, wear your face mask, wash your hands frequently in running water, maintain social distance, and seek medical attention if you feel sick or unwell. We are already in the new year, and it's the practice most people and organizations come up with plans or strategies on how to improve on their activities for better results or performance. Expectations from manufacturers of goods and services, consumers are often high because it's one period most organizations reevaluate their performance with a view to reposition their businesses for effective and efficient service. The Standards Organization of Nigeria's most responsive government agency. The Standards Organization of Nigeria is Nigeria's most responsive government agency, tasked with the responsibility of elaborating and enforcing standards in the country. How has this agency fared in the past year? What is the agency doing differently in the delivery of its mandate to the people? We shall provide you with answers to these questions and more on your program this week, and urge you to sit back, relax, and enjoy Standard and You. I bring you warm regards from our Director General of the SON, Malam Farouk Salim, management and dedicated staff of the Standards Organization of Nigeria. The program is a public sensitization initiative of the agency, brought to you Mondays at 6:30 p.m. It's the second edition in 2021, and my name is Ifeyinwa Okonkwo. I'll be back shortly.
The Standards Organization of Nigeria, SON, brings a new lease of life to Nigeria SMEs. SON has put a greater premium on developing standards to improve made-in-Nigeria products for export. We have developed more standards for products like sesame, cocoa, gari, and more, courtesy of our accredited state-of-the-art laboratories. In keeping with the federal government's ease of doing business, SON has simplified its processes and turned around time for SUNCAP, MANCAP, and other certification processes. SON has intensified market surveillance, raids, and seizures to reduce substandard products in circulation, and offenders shall be prosecuted. Join SON in ridding our nation of substandard products. If you see something, say something. Standards Organization of Nigeria, improving lives through standards.
Welcome back, and thank you so much for being a part of the program. We've received tremendous support from you, our esteemed viewers, in 2020, and we expect more from you through your comments and suggestions to serve you better. It's in that spirit we took to the streets to sample opinion of some of you, our viewers, on what we can do to give you quality service and how we've touched your business, a strategic business facilitator that we are.
Since it was established about 5 decades ago, the Standards Organization of Nigeria has been in the business of elaborating standards for goods and services, enforcing same with a view to ensuring that Nigerians get value for their money whenever they make purchases. The agency, through its various programs, have made and continue to ensure conscious efforts at promoting growth of local manufacturers, check the influx of substandard products into the country, and protect consumers of goods. It's a daunting task, which the officials of the SON have continued to demonstrate competence, dedication, and commitment over the years. Even in a difficult year like 2020, characterized by lockdowns, restrictions, and other challenges, the SON evolved strategies to remain efficient and effective, as explained by the Public Relations Officer, Bola Fashino.
Standards officers were on essential duties. In spite of the lockdown, we are not totally shut down. Everywhere that major, manufacture of equipment like barrier mask in voluminous quantity, like the hand alcohol-based hand sanitizers, or even ventilators are being made in Nigeria. Our officers are there with the standards to guide those who are doing this and in ensuring that what they are doing actually meets the requirements of Nigeria in fighting, the COVID-19 pandemic. We've gone around, we've gone to places in Aba, in Ogun State, at Ilaro, in Calabar, in Port Harcourt, in Abuja, in Lagos, going around guiding mass producers of barrier masks, producers of hand sanitizers, ventilators, and the rest with standards. And these standards are being made available to them free of charge, courtesy of the International Organization for Standardization, of which SON is a member on behalf of Nigeria, courtesy of the African Organization for Standardization. Even as we speak, a lot of those standards which we have decided to use are being adopted. Nigeria is leading the adoption of many of the standards, like the one for barrier mask. We in ECOWAS, all member countries of ECOWAS were having meetings, virtual meetings, adopting those standards, so that it also makes trading between the countries easy, and it makes the fight not just national but also international, in terms of people cross easily between Nigeria and Cameroon, Niger, and all of that. So we want to ensure that we harmonize these standards and it becomes easy, so that if you make any of these items, whether in Nigeria or in Cameroon or in Niger, it can cross to the other borders without issues, because it meets the requirements of the applicable standards.
During the period under review, factory inspection was ongoing, clearing of goods and monitoring of such products to ascertain their quality, and elaboration and introduction of standards continued even as the nation battled the dreaded coronavirus.
People have to think more about standards. You have to think more about meeting requirements. These requirements we're talking about are minimum, that ensures that the products you want to use is safe and will give value for money. So you need to pay a lot more attention to all of these things, whether in the things that you buy to use, or in the things that you eat, or even in your living environment. That's what we're talking about. We're saying, look, surfaces that people touch need to be cleaned from time to time to ensure that droplets that can pass the virus do not stay there. What are you going to use to clean them? They must be alcohol-based, hand sanitizers that are meeting requirements of standard. You are going to buy soap to use. Those soap must meet the requirements of the standard. You want to use barrier masks to, cover yourself. They must meet requirements of the standard. Ventilators, everything that you are going to use, all those medical equipments must not only meet the requirements of the standard, they must be adequately calibrated to give correct readings. All of this is about standards. So, after COVID-19, Nigerians the world over need to pay a lot more attention to the issues of standards and quality assurance.
To a large extent, the quality of our products also speaks about the perception that investors or consumers will have, not just within the country but outside the country. So within the limit of the resources available to it, I think the standard organization has done well to ensure that there is compliance, oversight, enforcement, advisory services, and interaction with the stakeholders, to ensure that they get the right kind of feedback, the right kind of intelligence, that will enhance the performance of SON, in the discharge of its duties.
Virtually all staff of the agency were on ground, both physically and online, to provide essential service to keep the factories working, especially in the business of producing face masks and other healthcare facilities.
To be honest, I feel very encouraged because all I've felt from the SON is support really and appreciation for what it is that we're trying to do here. And I'm just looking forward to just going through everything with them. I'm looking forward to even delving deeper, researching deeper, testing deeper, and I feel more confident to do that because I feel like, I have the SON on my side, and with them I can actually, do all these things. I've been doing it by myself, but now I no longer feel like I'm alone. I feel like I have support.
Despite these efforts, there are some Nigerians who still bring in substandard products in the country. These are unpatriotic and greedy importers and producers of substandard products.
We are going to continue with the awareness. We're not going to give up. And for those who still want to continue in the old bad ways, they won't find a place to do that this time. Because when I say the system is being rigid, it's being rigid to take care of those issues. So they won't find it easy this time, except they turn a new leaf.
While the SON is no doubt re-strategizing and acquiring modern quality infrastructure to enhance its operations, it's also worried by the prevalence of fake goods in the country.
We are not happy burning these products. We are not happy burning them because it's a loss to the owners. The owner has spent so much money to import these products, and now the whole thing is going under the drain, burning them. It's even a drain on the national economy. So nobody is happy about that. But we have our primary responsibility as an agency, Standards Organization Nigeria. Our primary responsibility is to protect Nigerians, protect lives and property of Nigerians. So we cannot allow this because of economic losses by the owners. Life is, that's the only thing we consider. It supersedes every other consideration, life.
We sought the opinion of some Nigerians on how far-reaching the impact of the activities of the SON has on their business or consumers.
In some neighboring countries, they are now asking of mancap. Oh, your product, do you have mancap? Because I do export to Cotonou, as you can see. Even in Cotonou, in the Republic of Benin, when they see any product from Nigeria, they will look for this mancap. When you don't have it, they will start suspecting that this might be a backyard, business or backyard product. But with this mancap in this on this product, it gives people more sense of confidence that this product has quality. And some, they don't just give you mancap, the certificate. They will make sure they come for what is called routine inspection every 3 months to ensure that you are still sticking to the standard. If you don't do that, they will withdraw your certificate.
Everything has to do with process. Do they still need improvement on some of their stuff? For example, like their database, they need to improve on that.
The standard organization is very nice organization. But the issue is that the government needs to fund money on it. Government needs to fund money on it so that they will inspect all the importation that is enter instead of a carry jargons enter our country. So first of all, all the BL must go to them and they will assess what is inside before in short, they need to work with customs so that they will not allow the bad thing to enter our country.
They go as far as, deleting the expiring date and fixing their own date. So the society is such that people take laws into their hands, they behave anyhow, no regard for law, order. I think we should come up hard against anyone who is subverting the law, because this is about our health.
Substandard goods that are come into the country, that they won't bring in things very difficult for standard organization. So what I feel like is that they should put more effort, and our borders, the customs also should do their best to see that substandard goods should not enter the country.
Son, they are trying, but it's Nigeria that are giving problem. They will not. They are there doing that till tomorrow, because Nigeria believe in all those awkward system of things.
So that are coming from China, particularly, they need to focus their attention on that. But they are doing some, but there are lots that are coming in. There are a couple of electric materials are bought, and within just 2 weeks, they can start sparkling. I called the electrician, I said, this is a fake. And they flooded the market. So those little things, they can look at it. But like all these gas cylinder, gas burner, they've tried on that. Because they've improved. The one I used to buy before used to spoil within 2 months. But when I got there last time I wanted to buy, I saw the SON symbol, and I bought, and it doesn't last long.
Carry out more enforcement to their policies to make sure importers and also local manufacturers to meet up with the normal standard.
Expect them to come out to the streets, because Nigeria is made up of streets. We want to feel their impact on the streets. We want to hear today that they were in Ojuelegba. We want to hear today they are on Akinyomi. We want to hear today they are on Randall Avenue. People can see them walking.
Members of the organized private sector at different fora with the DG also spoke on their expectations.
This year is unique in a way because we are going into the African Continental Free Trade area. And that underscores the need for us to have quality products. Products that are of standard, products that can compete, anywhere, not just in Nigeria or the sub-region, but in Africa. Because the only way we can get full benefit from the African Continental Free Trade Agreement is to also be able to compete, particularly on the score or on account of quality. And Standard Organization has a very big role to play to ensure that we position our industrial sector to take full advantage of the opportunities that the African Continental Free Trade Agreement offers. The agreement is taking off this year, January, and is offering a market of about 1.2 billion people. It's offering a continent that has an economic value of about $3 trillion. So that's a huge opportunity. So we should not be looking more inwards now. We should be now looking outwards, looking at how to compete internationally. And I believe that the Standard Organization of Nigeria has a very important role to play.
The management of SON has acquired state-of-the-art equipment in the different laboratories. This is actually to reposition the laboratory for better performance and then to be able to meet the evolution in technology. Products are manufactured on a regular basis. Products are being imported into the country. These products will have to be tested to ensure they meet the requirements of the standard. And acquiring equipment is not just acquiring it for them to be on the shelf. The laboratory staff also, we have to embark on a lot of training. We've started training as the equipment keep coming, but we have to still do more of the training so that this laboratory staff will be able to gain competence on the use of this equipment. With this, it will definitely expand the scope of testing across board, in the food technology lab, in the chemical technology lab, in the electrical electronics lab, in the cement lab. We have the mechanical lab, even the textile lab in Kaduna, textile leather lab in Kaduna, and the engineering lab. The essence is actually to expand our scope of testing and then be able to meet the challenges. Globally, there have been some health challenges globally. Looking at the agro-allied products, mycotoxin is an issue, pesticide residue in agri-product is an issue, heavy metal is an issue. Once these trainings have been acquired, the labs will be well positioned to actually carry out training. And then with that, we'll be able to ensure that quality and safe foods are available in the Nigerian market. And we'll also be able to ensure that products coming into the country attested to ensure they meet the requirement of the standard. That is basically what we plan to do.
The DG SON also assured the stakeholders of the agency's support, especially genuine manufacturers and importers of goods into Nigeria.
We have no problems with people importing. The only issue is there are certain practical measures that when people see somebody can take like 1% of what an investor invested in a factory in Nigeria, go to a foreign country, buy a product already manufactured in that country. The person importing little amount of money, and then the few among those who are unscrupulous people will go and specifically buy products that are below standard and bring it into our society. So this is double jeopardy for us, bringing substandard products and sabotaging our economy. So no sane organization or no sane leadership will support such an activity. So I assure your organization, sir, that I am part of you and I 100% support you. If our standards are not up to date and they are not imposed, most of these countries will dump their products here. So now we are not having just imports from foreign countries, now we are having imports even from African countries who are diligent enough to do their manufacturing properly. So we are going to find ways and resources with your help to build more labs around the country. Hopefully, by the time we are done, all the 6 zones will have adequate labs to address all these issues. But this is a step-by-step issue. We have to raise the funds, we have to raise the permits, and that's still where I'm coming back to the same situation of needing more cooperation, more protection from the industry. The moment I walk into a parliamentary hearing or I walk into executive hearing and I know that the manufacturers are behind me, then I'm done. My job is done already.
You're still watching Standard and You. It's feedback time and Alimoto Sifo is standing by.
Hello and nice to have you on the feedback segment of the program. My name is Halimot Osifo. How do you know an original product? How do you identify a counterfeit product? These questions often pop up on the minds of many consumers when we talk about product quality and safety. I'm glad to tell you that I'll be sharing some signs that can help you identify an original item from a counterfeit. When we say original, we mean authentic, genuine, good quality. However, counterfeit products are fake or unauthorized replica of the real products. They are often made and sold with the deliberate purpose of tricking consumers into thinking that the fake product is, in fact, genuine. Counterfeiters take pains to make their products look as much like the genuine product as possible. But there would always be a difference if you pay attention to every detail. Flimsy packaging. If the item is shabbily packed, doesn't fit properly, uses substandard material, or no packaging at all, take it as a sign of counterfeiting. Grammatical and spelling mistakes. Counterfeit products can be easily identified through wrong spelling, such as an extra or missing letter, resulting from lack of education or rushed workmanship. So, read carefully. Flawed fonts and logos. If you are observant and know the original logos well, you can catch the smallest variation and detect fake logos. No contact details. If the manufacturer's physical address, phone number, or contact details are not listed on the product or package, it should be a cause for concern as you have no means of contacting the company for grievance redressal. It's better to avoid such products. Missing accessories. Make sure that all supplementary parts that have been mentioned on the package are present in the box. Otherwise, get back to the retailer immediately. No certification marks. Ensure that the products carry the appropriate certification marks from regulatory bodies such as the Standards Organization of Nigeria. These signs are endless, but in a nutshell, inspect the package, text, labels to avoid any item that seems suspicious. Say no to counterfeit products. They are fake and unsafe for use. And that's a wrap on the feedback segment of the program. For any question, complaints, or suggestion, you can send in your messages with your full name and location to the number 0705-972-4455. Follow us on Facebook at Standard and You, Instagram and Twitter at Standard and You _. You can catch up with missed episodes online at youtube.com/Standard and You. Don't just view, like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. As always, buy original, sell authentic, and use only the best. Stay safe.
Why you dey buy fake product, Make you dey careful, no go damage your life. You've got one life to live.
Buy original.
You should know where to go.